Strange Wilderness is a goofy movie. It's made by the Happy Madison crew, so expect some familiar faces, like Peter Dante, Alan Covert, and Justin Long, with several other surprising actors along the way. What is Strange Wilderness? Well, it's a failing wildlife TV show, and the only thing they can think to save it is capturing Bigfoot on film. When it opens up, we see what the show was like during its heyday. Similar to The Crocodile Hunter, the host is friendly to both humans and creatures alike.
But they do eat stones and shirts.
Getting into all kinds of animal hijinks, but still making it an entertaining, educational show. Fast forward a few years and we meet Peter, his son, and new host of Strange Wilderness. He's trying to keep the show afloat, and he's doing the best he can with the crew he has. The only one besides Peter who has any common sense is Milas, played by seasoned actor Ernest Borgnine. Most people nowadays would know him for being the original voice of Mermaid Man. There's also Junior, Milas' nephew, Fred, Peter's right-hand man, and Cooker, played by Jonah Hill. I'm not really sure what he does to help everyone out, but here he is. Anyway, with all that out of the way, we can continue on. They're out in the woods filming a bit on bears, and it's obvious no one knows anything about them.
Bears derive their name from a football team in Chicago.
Back in the studio, Peter and Fred have an important meeting with the high-up named Lawson. As they get there, a rival show led by Sky Pearson is leaving the conference room. So that's our competitor of the movie, but really they don't amount to much. These guys' real competition is themselves.
Sky Pearson's so cool.
As you would expect, the meeting with Lawson doesn't go so well. He shows them some clips to prove his point, and yeah, I get it. This shouldn't be played on cable, even at a 3 a.m. time slot.
Guy on fire at a peace rally.
Actually, these clips were taken from the Faces of Death movies. And yeah, if you were wondering, Strange Wilderness is rated R. If that wasn't enough, their ratings are in the toilet.
Your ratings, Jay! Your ratings are in the toilet!
We're not talking about ratings.
Lawson has no option left but to fire him, giving him a 2 weeks notice.
2 weeks from now, the show is canceled. I've given you notice.
But the ever-hopeful crew always sees a way to prove the show should still continue. They just need one big idea, but they only have 2 weeks to do it. That's when Bill Calhoun shows up, played by Joe Don Baker.
You guys watch Joe Don Baker movies?
Oh, look, just get back to work, temp boy.
He's an old friend of Pete's dad and had a lot of respect for him. So he came to Peter first with something huge. Evidence of Bigfoot. That's right, the big guy. Getting a Sasquatch on film would save the show for sure. The only problem is Pearson offered Bill $1,000 for the map. So Peter and his friends are going to have to scrounge up the money if they want to save the show. Bill found the creature when he was down in South America. Yes, they have him down there too. But that means the team's going to have to load up the old RV and head out. Milas isn't tagging along. He says he's too old, and he would just slow him down. So they're going to need some more help. They hire Whitaker, Farva from Super Troopers, and Cheryl, their travel agent, tags along. They check the oil.
Okay, Pete, this oil looks a little thick. Maybe I should add some water. Sure.
Load up the luggage, or not, and head out. It's a long ride all the way to the southern hemisphere, so they decide to get some segments in for the show. This one focusing on sea lions. And what better way to get up and close than to become a sea lion? So that's exactly what Danny does. However, it doesn't go as planned, and he's attacked by a shark.
He's attacked by a shark. Oh, no. Leave him alone.
Now, he's at the hospital for most of the movie. Just a minor setback for our crew, and they finally make it to Bill's cabin. 3 days late.
Hey, where the hell you guys been?
Ordinarily, that wouldn't have been a problem, but Bill lost hope.
What?
He didn't think they were coming, so he sold the map to Pearson, and he's got a 3-day head start. But all hope is not lost. Bill has security cameras all over his house that he can zoom in on the map and print it out.
Pearson may have the map and a 3 days head start, but that won't be enough.
Even better news is that Bill knows a guy, Gus Hayden, that's the best tracker in the world. If anyone could find Bigfoot, it's him. He's agreed to help him out for $500. But of course, these guys are broke with only $14 to their name.
We're broke, Bill.
Luckily, they get their big break in the form of a turkey of all things. Peter goes to take a leak and a turkey latches on to his member. They go back to the hospital to get it removed, and obviously there's some jokes that come with a turkey being on a guy's penis here that I can't show you, but it's dumb anyway. You're not missing much.
Oh, that went right into my...
Finally, a ranger and his son come in relieved to have found their missing turkey.
We've been searching for her for 3 months.
There's a $5,000 reward for the bird alive. So, Strange Wilderness is back in business. They cross over the border, and of course, this RV sticks out like a sore thumb. Plus, Peter's Spanish doesn't help the cause.
Excuse me, let us into Mexico, please.
Once it's impounded, they book a flight and finally make it to South America, where they meet up with Dick, who will take them to Gus.
Good to meet you.
Obviously, in a movie like this, when they introduce a guy named Dick, you're gonna get a lot of Dick jokes. So just prepare for that.
You say Dick, I come running.
It's low-hanging fruit, but funny too.
Snicker one more time, I'll kick your balls up in your f***ing neck.
Check.
10-4.
Finally, they get to Gus. And yeah, I would expect the T-1000 to be the best tracker in the world. They sit around the fire and tell stories, but in the morning when they all wake up, they see they've been robbed. The only thing Gus left them was a sleeping bag. Worse yet, Cheryl went with him. With no map, they're kinda screwed, but they do have Dick, and he knows his way around a little bit, albeit it's gonna be a dangerous trip. At night, things aren't looking much better, until Cheryl shows up again. And guess what? She has the map. They might actually get out of here with their lives and Bigfoot after all. She explains that she woke up in the middle of the night to see Gus stealing all their stuff. So she played dumb and tagged along with him until she could steal the map back and join him. So that's some good news. Let's get back to the bad news. Dick gets eaten by piranhas. With nothing else to eat, the group eats the piranhas until they realize that they're also eating little chunks of Dick too.
What the
Cheryl runs to the bushes to throw up, and that's when they see it. Pearson's entire crew was taken out by the locals. So that's not good, but at least they don't have to worry about him anymore. Finally, the next day, after a lot of hiking and getting lost, the team eventually finds the cave. They set up for the shot, and while Peter's talking, the majestic beast emerges from its cave. Spooked, they all pull out guns and fill him full of lead. So, I guess that's the end of that. At night, they get their story straight. Bigfoot grunted at him and then charged, so really it was all self-defense. At least that's what they'll say. But how can they save the show now? Well,
Peter,
Cooker has an idea.
I have a little idea.
After filming, they fly back to the States and show the footage to Lawson. They changed it so it looked like they went into the cave and found Bigfoot already dead. Obviously, he's not buying it, and tired of dealing with everyone's crap, Lawson kicks him out of the studio. A fight breaks out, everyone's mad at each other, and it seems like all hope is lost. That is until old Miles, speaking his words of wisdom, comes back to light a fire under Peter. He gets the gang back together, they get some more footage of the same shark that took Danny's leg, now taking his hand, and Lawson loves it. So it looks like they're back to their 3 a.m. time slot.
Pearson's dead, so you're back on the air.
And that was Strange Wilderness. It's fun to mix it up every once in a while and watch a funny Bigfoot movie. But it would have been nice to have a little bit more Bigfoot in it. I mean, he's only on screen for 30 seconds. I wasn't really expecting much, and I guess I should be happy they showed him at all, but still, shooting him was pretty lame. Think of all the crazy hijinks they could have gotten into with a creature like Bigfoot. Anyway, he's not the focus of the film. Strange Wilderness is a silly stoner movie, and we all knew that going in. The jokes are dumb, but honestly, they'll make you laugh. All the actors worked really well together, and they seem like they could be friends in real life. If you like movies like Super Troopers and Grandma's Boy, then you'll enjoy Strange Wilderness. And let's be honest, it came out in 2008. You've probably already seen it. I give it 2.5 dicks out of 4.
You like your name? You like Dick?